Good morning. Today is day 68, July 13th. It's a Wednesday. We are leaving Wisdom and going to Sula. It's about a 40-mile ride, which will be a nice break. We've done 3 days in a row of 70 miles or more. We may get some rain today. We have one little pass we have to go over. Not a big deal. Should be a great day. Hopefully the wind will be cooperating. Stay tuned. The Hook and Horn, our breakfast spot for the day, right in downtown Wisdom. Here's Wisdom in the morning. Does have a gas station and a post office. I see why the post office loses so much money every year, because there's a post office in every one of these little towns. Overkill as far as I'm concerned. All right, come to find out, the Hook and Horn does not do breakfast. That is a apparel and gift store, but Fetty's does do breakfast. So we're gonna walk into Fetty's and see if we can get breakfast. So I'm getting a pretty late start today, 9 o'clock. The restaurant didn't open till 8. I decided to have breakfast at the restaurant. Then I stopped at the little store, picked up a few supplies, because there's not much in Sula where we're going to stay. We also only have 40 miles today and one pass, so no need to be in a rush. Pretty nice morning view today. One thing I might want to mention to the other cross-country cyclists who may be watching this, in Wisdom and on both sides of Wisdom for a few miles, there is absolutely no cell service. So the only way you can call out is to hook up onto somebody's Wi-Fi and have Wi-Fi calling enabled on your phone, at which point you can actually make cell phone calls through the Wi-Fi of the business you're sitting at. So I've had a couple people ask me how this group of riders ever got together. Originally, I put an ad in Adventure Cycling magazine for companions wanted, riders wanted, and I got about 10 to 15 replies. I picked 3 people to ride with me based on the criteria I put in there and based on what they said in their reply. So that was Dave and Mark and Larry. So it was going to be the 4 of us, with Kevin riding with us for 2 weeks. So we all met in Yorktown for the first time the night before we left. We rode for about, I guess, 10 days, and Larry decided to call it a day. So that left Dave and Mark, myself, and Kevin. Kevin finished up his 2 weeks and he left, and that left Dave and Mark and I. Along the way, we ran into Wade. He was riding by himself. His group had fallen apart, and he started riding with us. A few days back, we ran into Joel. He was riding by himself, so he started riding with us. So that's how the 5 of us all got together. Big Hole National Battlefield. The Big Hole National Battlefield. Well, after watching the video and learning what happened, I wouldn't call it a battle. It was more like a massacre against the Nets Pierce. It was just unbelievable what we did. So we have made it to the Beaverhead Mountain Range. That's the pass we have to go over today. The pass is called the Chief Joseph Pass, and we're just getting into it now. Another sign of a previous forest fire. All the trees are bare and black. So the sign says chain up area, 3/4 mile. That means the cars pull over in the winter, put chains on their tires so they can get up and over the pass. So that means the major climb of the pass is coming up in between 3/4 mile and a mile. So we've been gently climbing for the last 6 or 8 miles, but then there's a steeper incline right at the pass, obviously, that we have to go over. Taking a quick break before the climb over the pass. So this Chief Joseph Pass is a tough one. I can hear my heart beating through my headphones. It's beating pretty fast. But I think we're at least halfway through this climb. It is a 4-mile-per-hour climb in granny gear. And I've hit that new level of sweat again. It's 90 degrees, no wind as we're surrounded by trees, you can probably see in the video. It's a hazy sun, but it's still hot. But this is the last climb, big climb anyway, until we get to Missoula on Friday. And today's Wednesday, so that's a good thing. Always looking up. So it was a 3-mile climb up to the top of Chief Joseph Pass, and now we're on our way down. And it's 1 mile and we'll be in another state. Woohoo! Beautiful countryside here. Well, let me tell you, if you're a bicycle rider and you want a thrill, you gotta climb Chief Joseph Pass, and then you gotta go down the backside. The backside we went down 8 miles down, dropped 4,000 feet. We were averaging 30 to 35 miles an hour. It was a thrill ride. It was worth the climb. We're riding through the Bitterroot Valley. Nothing but pine trees. So here is Sula, and what there is to it, and Camp Sula, where we're going to be spending the night. And I think that's all there is. There's the store and this campsite. That's all we need, though. So we found our campsite at Sula. Not hard, because it's about the only thing here. So we have Mike. He's sort of a new addition to our group right there. There's Mark, Joel. Here's Al's tent. Over here we have Wade and Dave. We're right next to a little pond, but check out this. Mountain. And when you look this way, mountain. We're in this little tiny valley between all these mountains. So it was another perfect day. We got camp set up, we had lunch, everything was going very well. I got a notice on my phone about rain. Everybody buttoned up the hatches. We all got into our tents. It started to rain and thunder, but everybody's dry. And you probably can't hear the thunder, but it's in the background. We're getting a little bit of a thunderstorm here. So We're just taking a time out in our tents. Chances are everybody's going to be taking a nap, including me. Just like that, the rain is done. The storm has passed. That's the storm we just witnessed. Our weekly map planning meeting, trying to figure out where we're going to go after Missoula. It's a process, to say the least. So it's about 7 o'clock and we're all just sitting around the table. We're all snacking, we're eating dinner, having leftovers, having snacks and whatever we happen to find. Had a great day today. We're all just relaxing now and waiting for the sun to go down, and then we're gonna go to bed.